Hey everybody, just another update on the El Camino project. Pretty much finished. I think on the last update I had mentioned a few things that I needed to get done. Air conditioning, things like that, other little minor things. So got the AC hooked up and fan belts. I was having fan belt issues. That was what one of the other items were. But seemed to have gotten that stuff resolved, so let's pop the hood and take a look under there real quick. Alright, so in the last video about the Camino I had mentioned having fan belt issues with the AC here, and I just went ahead and I got a fatter belt, a 17 series, which is what Vintage Air recommended, and put that on there, and actually it seems like that is working. So I don't know, I didn't even bother checking the alignment really after the fact. Guess it's not too bad. It sits close to that hose, but not too bad. Like I said, it stopped squealing the belt and glazing it over, so I guess alignment's close enough, if not right on. But anyway, so that's taken care of. The air conditioning works good, blows nice and cold. Was having a little bit of an issue with the alternator belt as well, which I think initially, well, I probably had two problems, probably at the same time. But anyways, the first one that I figured out and fixed was, again, the belt I think was just a little bit too narrow. So I got a fatter belt, adjusted it, and it's got, the motor's got, the whole car's got about 500 miles on it now. And initially with that thinner belt it would glaze and start squealing probably, I don't know, 50, 75 miles, and I'd have to replace the belt. And after about three belts, I went to the fatter one, put that on there, and it's been several hundred miles now. Hadn't had any issues with it until, what was it, yesterday, day before. It kind of started to make a little squeak, not a squeal, anything major, just a real slight little squeak. Got under here, looked at it, sure enough it was the alternator belt again. And I had noticed when I would tighten up the bolt here, it didn't really seem like it was getting a lot of clamping force, so I kind of think that's what had happened. It was the right belt, it just wasn't quite enough clamping force, so kind of worked itself a little loose. I don't know if it's just a defect in here, but anyway, so in the case, I just went ahead and put a nut on the back and tightened that up, or I just didn't have the right bolt, I don't know, something. Anyways, put the nut on the back. Seems like it's nice and tight now. It actually clamped down, so hopefully that will cure that one. What else? Went ahead and made a couple adjustments on the carb. Actually upjetted quite a bit. Probably about 8 jet sizes, and to be honest it still seems like it's a little bit on the lean side. I don't know, I'm kind of thinking that carburetor is just a little too small. I don't recall if it's a 600 or 650, but I'm thinking it's a little bit too small for this 383. The only reason I had gotten it is I picked it up cheap. I got it brand new, but it was only 200 bucks. I had some deal and some discounts and yada yada yada, so I went ahead and got it. But in the back of my mind I kept thinking, you know, probably going to put fuel injection on here, like a sniper kit or something like that down the road, and I just wanted to kind of get it up and running, so put that on there. But like I said, having a little issue with the carburetor. It's also got a little bit of a tip-in flat spot, and again that could just be lean, carb's just a little bit too small. But anyways, other than that, everything seems to be working pretty good. Oh, and I did have a squeaky brake pad, but when I put them in I forgot to put grease behind them, so I went ahead and put some grease. I think that'll take care of it. Other than that, I think we're pretty much there. I know there's going to be other small projects on the car. Like I said, I may put a sniper kit or something like that on it. I'm sure I'll find some other things to do, little odds and ends, so as I do I will keep you up to date. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video.